One day in the Imperial City Market District, we discover that there's a new merchant running people out of business. I first heard about this in the Three Brothers Trade Goods.
Say, you look like someone that could help us out. Having a bit of trouble with another merchant in town who goes by the name Thorinir.
Thorinir?
He is dirty, plain and simple. I don't trust him at all. Won't even come to merchant meetings and sets his prices so low, he undercuts everyone. If you want to give me a hand, go speak with Jensine at her good-as-new merchandise store. She can clue you in and maybe offer some coin. Be seeing you.
This starts the quest Unfriendly Competition. This quest can also be started by visiting the main ingredient.
Finally, a new customer. Please, look around. Just promise me you won't buy from that fetcher, Thorinir.
And the Gilded Carafe.
I have everything for the budding alchemist under one roof. Far more than Thorinir would ever have, despite his horrid business ethics.
Now we can go and speak with Jensine.
Feel free to browse, friend.
Thorinir.
So, Tertullian sent you, huh? Well then, he usually sizes up people well, so you may be just what we're looking for.
Start from the beginning.
I'm the chairperson for the Society of Concerned Merchants. We formed this group a while back to keep a nice, fair economic balance in town. Not every store is a member, but we're slowly trying to convince them to join. Everything was fine until Thorinir opened his shop nearby. Selling all sorts of merchandise, he undercuts prices like you wouldn't believe. He doesn't always sell what we sell, but it is still a problem. People who buy tend to want to spend their money there. That leaves none for us. It's getting so bad a few of us may have to close up shop. He outright refuses to join the society or even discuss the matter. We are convinced he's up to no good. What we need is for you to case his establishment and figure out where he gets his inventory. Find some proof of his wrongdoing and let us know. We cannot do it ourselves, as he recognizes all of us. The job pays a fair bounty in gold when he is brought to justice.
What about his inventory?
His inventory must be stolen. It has to be. He prices less than it costs to make some of those things. Go see for yourself. Thanks again for your help. We had no other place to turn.
Now we can pay a visit to Thorinir at the copious coin purse.
Good afternoon.
Welcome to the copious coin purse. What kind of deal can I make for you today?
Imperial City?
I have the best prices in town. Why? I'm smart, and you're smart. We know the right people, we get the best deals.
Looking at Thorinir's inventory, we see that he is in fact undercutting the other merchants. For example, Tertullian was selling repair hammers for a whopping 19 coins, while Thorinir was practically giving them away for a measly 18 coins. With prices like that, Thorinir must be up to no good. What about your inventory?
What about my inventory?
I think it's stolen.
You have some nerve. When do you come off accusing me of something you know nothing about? Now, either buy something or get out.
Or we can say, very nice selection, Thorinir.
Well, thank you. It's not only a fine assortment of goods, but a bit of a treasure trove. You never know what I'll have in stock. I can see by the look on your face, you wonder where I get all these fantastic items. I'll tell you what I tell everyone else who asks. It's all about who you know. My sources are good, but they are secret. Anyway, have fun looking around, and when you are ready to buy, give me a shout.
Or, where do you get it?
Well, that would be a trade secret. I can't divulge how I pass the great savings on to you, now can I? Just like a baker not revealing his best recipes, I must keep my sources anonymous, or every merchant in town would use them. Suffice to say, they are quite reliable and low cost. That way, you walk out with a full coin purse. Goodbye. Hope to see you again very soon.
No matter what we say, Thornir won't tell us anything, so we'll have to wait for him to close his shop and follow him. As we turn the corner, we see him go into the Merchant's Inn. We can follow him in here if we want, but he just sits here, and if we talk to him...
Why are you following me? Please, go away. I'm quite busy.
Now we'll just have to wait outside for him to leave.
That you, Agarmir?
Shh! Not so loud. How many times have I told you that?
Sorry. I'm not used to this kind of meeting. It always makes me nervous.
Well, just shut up and listen to me. The next shipment will be sooner than I expected. Just have the money ready.
Same assortment of things? I mean, I have enough clothing for now.
You take what I get. I get notice at the last second, and I have to jump on it. No time to be picky about it.
Well, that society is putting more pressure on me. So maybe we better cut back for a while.
You cut back now, and I'm going to take my business elsewhere. Or maybe pay a visit to that Jensine and tell her about your little scheme.
Fine. You made your point. Contact me when you have the items, and we'll meet again.
Don't worry. It'll be very soon. Now get out of here.
I've observed a meeting between Thornir and a mysterious man named Agarmir. Looks like my new target is Agarmir. I should follow him and see where he goes.
Hello again.
Yeah.
Imperial City?
I supply many fine city merchants with goods. All sorts of things. Whatever I can buy cheap and sell dear.
Can I see your inventory?
Inventory? I am a simple trapper. My inventory just consists of pelts and skins. I would hardly call that inventory. Now get out of my way.
And he gets pretty defensive considering he just told us about all the things he sells. Now we can ask him again.
Yeah.
What about Thornir?
Don't know anyone by that name. Now go away.
Oh, like I'm supposed to believe that as he walks away with Thornir. Now we'll just have to follow this liar. I've discovered that Agarmir has a house in Talos Plaza. I should go inside when he's not around and investigate. If we try to break in now, it appears that Agarmir is home and the door is barred from the inside. We're just gonna have to wait for him to leave.
What is it, citizen?
Once inside, we'll have to pick another lock to get into the basement. I found my way into Agarmir's basement. The place consists of an odd assortment of clothing and trinkets. Most disturbing is the dirty shovel and mud-encrusted boots tucked into the corner and the bits of ground bone meal strewn about. I suspect Agarmir's stock he sells to Thornir is taken from the recently dead. I should continue to search carefully for more solid evidence into this grisly accusation. On a table next to the shovel, we find the Macabre Manifest. I found a manifest that seems to detail names of the recently deceased, what they were buried with, and their locations in Cyrodiil. I should take this macabre manifest and confront Thorinir, as he may not realize where his merchandise is coming from. Now if we see Agarmir after finding out his secret, we can question him.
Yeah.
Have you been taking your inventory from the dead?
I have no idea what you're talking about, but you have a sick mind. Get away from me.
Now we can return to Thorinir.
Welcome back.
Agarmir has been taking his items from the dead.
I can't believe what I'm seeing in this book. I'm mortified. To think these things here were once on the bodies of the recently deceased. It's just too horrible to comprehend. I don't even know what to say. I guess an apology is not enough. What can I do?
Help me catch Agarmir.
Yes, that's the least I can do. First and foremost, I will never meet with him again. I can promise you that. Secondly, I remember him mentioning a place he had to be this very day. Yes. That's right. He said that he wouldn't be able to do anything else as he had something important to do. You don't think he would dig up another? Oh no, he wouldn't. But I guess he has been. Oh my. What have I done?
Don't worry, I'll stop him.
Yes, you do that. And in the meantime, I'll decide what to do with all of these ill-gotten things. I'm so sorry.
What about your inventory?
I don't even want to look at it for another moment.
How do you feel about it being taken from the dead?
I hope everyone can forgive me for not doing a better job checking up on my sources. I hope you can forgive me. I had no idea.
Now we can head to the spot Thorinir told us about. I've noticed that a door to the Trentius family mausoleum has been unsealed. This must be Agarmir's doing. I should proceed inside. I've located Agarmir inside the Trentius family mausoleum. It appears as though he's attempting to desecrate another grave along with someone else. I need to convince him to stop this heinous act.
I had a feeling you'd catch on sooner or later. That's why I had this trap prepared for you. If you'll notice, the grave is already dug. This time, it wasn't to take something away from the graveyard. It was to add something. I'm afraid all I can offer you is an unmarked grave. Hey! No matter, getting fired!
Agarmir has been slain. Since the penalty for grave robbing is death, it somehow seems as though justice has been done. I should search the gravesite for anything potentially incriminating. On Agarmir's body, we find his house key and the mausoleum key. We'll need this to escape. And in the back of the mausoleum, we find Agarmir's shovel. I've acquired Agarmir's shovel, still damp with the fresh earth of the open grave. This is the final bit of proof I need of Agarmir's crimes. I should bring it back to Thorinir.
Hello, my friend. Were you able to stop Agarmir?
Yes, here is the shovel.
And we can at last rest. I feared had he somehow bested you, I'd be next. It is fortunate that your skills exceeded his. I've come to some decisions. I intend to donate all of the money I have made, as well as what is left of these stolen items, to the temple. I also want you to know that I had a long discussion with Jensine, and I have decided to join the society. I realize you risked your life to give me a chance, and Thorinir never forgets things like that. Accept this ring as a humble reward. It's the least I can do to say thank you. Now, don't be a stranger. The copious coin purse is still in business.
What about your inventory?
I have disposed of all of my ill-gotten merchandise and replaced it with more expensive but carefully obtained items. You've shown me mercy. I won't forget that. Thank you.
Now we can finally return to Jensine.
I have been anxiously awaiting your return.
What about your inventory?
I am pleased that Thorinir has decided to donate his inventory to the temple. At least he is trying to make amends.
Did you know it was taken from the dead?
The very thought of what Agarmir was doing sickens me. I hope those poor souls rest in peace now that this is over.
What about Thorinir?
Well done! This shovel will certainly confirm Agarmir's crimes. Along with the manifest, it should prove useful to the City Watch. In your absence, Thorinir visited and we spoke at length about his role in this scheme. I believe him when he says he didn't know Agarmir's sources. He told me of his intentions to donate all of the money and inventory to the local temple. He also agreed to buy and sell merchandise at fair prices. Last but not least, he's officially joined the Society. I am taken aback by his honest intentions. In return, the Society has decided not to press charges. His name will be absconded from the records of this crime. Now, I'm sure you are waiting to hear about your reward. The Society thanks you for everything you have done. Please, take this gold. Many thanks on behalf of all of us. It's been a pleasure doing business with you.
Now, if we return to Jensine later, she'll say this about Thorinir.
I'm mature enough to admit I was mistaken about Thorinir. He's a welcome member of our group in the Market District.
Now, the merchants at the main ingredient and the Gilded Carafe will both express joy that you caught Agarmir.
Well, maybe Thorinir wasn't responsible for digging up those corpses. But good riddance to his insane prices. Nice job.
Thorinir didn't turn out to be such a bad fellow after all. I'm glad he decided to join the Society.
And that completes the quest, Unfriendly Competition. I thought this was a great little side quest, and I'm happy that we were able to help the merchants. Did you ever find this quest in your playthrough? Let me know in the comments, and as always, thank you so much for watching.